Recently, there are a few articles floating around Facebook and various other web sources claiming that sugars found in tequila can aid in glucose management and weight loss. In a study done by Dr. Mercedes G. Lopez and presented at the 247th National Meeting of the American Chemical Society, it is stated that the sugars found in the plant Agave tequiliana has been shown to help increase satiety and do not raise blood sugars. The article says that the body cannot process the agavin sugars found in the plant since they are made up of long chain of linked together fructoses.
This is why these particular sugars have no effect on blood sugar. Agavin sugars also increase glucose-like peptide 1, which is an important hormone found in the body that helps with satiety signaling, as well as regulator for the pancreatic B cell, which helps increase insulin secretion. Our short film will compare the claims made by these articles with other scientific articles to show whether tequila is the new answer to weight loss and diabetes control. First, let's go over a little background on the agave plant. It is a plant native to Mexico, as well as Southern and Western America and Central and Tropical South America. The plant's stalk, flowers, leaves, and sap are all edible. The sap is what can be used as a sweetener and to make the liquor mezcal, which is then used to make the lovely well-known drink tequila. Agave tequiliana is one of the many subspecies of the agave genus and is better known as blue agave. Since the plant is filled with fructose, it is the favored species for the production of tequila. In the study presented at the American Chemical Society convention, mice were fed either standard diets or diets with agavins added to their water. The mice with the added agavins to their diet showed to have better intake control and weight loss. Lopez attributed these findings to the fact that agavin sugars increase glucose-like peptide 1, also known as GLP-1 production, to stimulate being full and insulin production, as mentioned earlier. However, after much research, we could not find any figures or methodology to support the claim mentioned in these articles. There was no paper written in any scientific journals. In fact, the articles state that the findings were just mentioned at the convention and then summarized and supplied just for journalists' convenience.
The way the articles state that sugars found in tequila help promote weight loss makes it seem like taking shots of tequila will help you drop the pounds. In fact, many of our friends have been frantically sharing these articles and making moves to our local and well-loved L-Rods to suck down some margaritas. However, if our friends, who are obviously not well-versed H&FE students like us, had finished reading some of the articles, they would have found that they actually stated that the agavin sugars are what is converted to ethanol. So sorry to burst everyone's bubble, but tequila shots do not actually contain this weight loss miracle sugar in it. However, we did find journal articles that support the claims that the sugars used to make tequila do help with weight loss and insulin production, as well as a few added-in bonuses. So let's get into those.
Have the things she bought. Yeah, tequila makes her clothes fall off.
In the study done in the article Physiological Effects of Dietary Fructones Extracted from Agave tequiliana and Das Australian Species, mice were either fed a standard diet, abbreviated STD, or diets with agave fructans of either Das Australian Species, abbreviated DAS, or Agave tequiliana, abbreviated TEQ, or a diet supplemented with rafulose, abbreviated RAF, which is a prebiotic and short-chain fructan. This first table, Table 1, has many types of data. What we want to focus on is that all three diets had a significant decrease in food intake levels when compared to the standard diet, as seen in the large circle. Also, the diet with the Agave tequiliana supplement in it had the best effect on decreasing liver, triglycerides, and adipose tissue weight, as seen in the small circle. This graph, Figure 1, is a graph comparing all four diets. As you can see, the DAS, TEQ, and RAF diets all had significantly less weight gain when compared to the STD diet, or the standard diet group. The Agave tequila group had the most significant effect on decreasing body weight, and is labeled with the red star. In this graph, Figure 2, what we want to focus on in the big red circle is the glucose measurements for all four diets. As you can see, the three diets, RAF, TEQ, and DAS, has significantly less blood glucose levels when compared to the standard diet, with the RAF diet showing the most significant effect, labeled with the small red star. This figure, Figure 4, is a graph comparing the cecum weights of the mice on all the four different diets. As you can see, the TEQ diet had the largest secant weight with an increase of 76%, which is related to an increase in gut fermentation and bacteria activity. This fermentation is a reflection of an increase of incretin production, like the hormone GLP-1. This last graph, figure 6, is a graph comparing the GLP-1 transporters across all 4 diets. As you can see, the RAF, TEQ, and DS diets all had a significant increase in the GLP-1 transporter compared to the standard diet. As you can see from the collected data, fructans do play a role in decreasing blood glucose levels and keeping body weight off. There was an increase in the GLP-1 for all the diets. The data backs up the claims mentioned in the articles circulating on social media. In fact, the agave tequila had the best outcome when it came to not only weight gain, but also for liver cholesterol and adipose tissue weight. The added-in bonuses I mentioned earlier.
In the study done in the article Effects of Consuming Diets Containing Agave Tequiliana Dietary Fiber and Jamaica Calices on Body Weight Gain and Redox Status in Hypercholesteromic rats, rats were divided into 3 groups. The control group, supplemented with just cellulose, an ADF group given just agave dietary fiber, and an ADF-JC group, in which the rats were given agave dietary fiber and Jamaica Calices. In this figure, figure 1, the amount of weight gained throughout the study by the 3 groups of rats is displayed. The rats fed with cellulose are expressed by the square. The rats fed with agave dietary fiber are expressed by the diamond, and the rats fed with agave dietary fiber and calices are expressed by the triangle. It is clear that the control rats gained much more weight than the other groups, and that the ADF-JC group gained the least. In this table, figure 2, the effects of dietary fiber on the basal levels of cholesterol transporters in cecum samples with respect to the control are shown. The reduced concentration of the sterile transporters ABCG5, ABCG8, NPC1 are attributed to the fructans in the agave tequiliana. Similar results were found in this study as in the study mentioned previously, in that ADF and ADF-JC groups had gained significantly less weight than the control group. This effect is said to be a result of reduced food and energy intake and to a higher proglucagon mRNA expression in the intestine. Also, the anthocyanins and hydroxycitric acid from calices are believed to be the reason for further weight loss in the ADF-JC group. As previously stated, the reduced concentration of cholesterol transporters in the cecum tissue is a result of the fructans in the agave tequiliana plant. So in conclusion, the dietary fiber found in the agave plant can not just help reduce weight gain, but also cholesterol levels. In conclusion, we have affirmed the claims made by the social media articles that agave fructans help prevent weight gain and lower blood sugar. Hence, agave fructans could be used as a sweetener for someone who is obese and/or diabetic. We have also concluded that agave sugars help with lowering blood cholesterol by lowering liver cholesterol and cholesterol transporters.
Unfortunately, like mentioned earlier, tequila does not contain these agave sugars anymore since they are converted to ethanol. However, we would like to express that we still have a deep affinity for tequila and that this information has not hindered that.
Nossa, assim você me mata. Ai, se eu te pego, ai, ai, se eu te pego. Delícia, delícia, assim você me mata.